Joining us now is one of the 20 Epstein survivors who signed that letter, Liz Stein. Liz, thank you, as always, for being willing to share with us your thinking. Why was it important for you to sign on to this letter?
I think that it was important for us to make our voices heard. You know, you just talked about how this has been, at this point, a 38-day delay. And it's really important to us that these files are released. And I believe it's important to the American public that these files are released, but we're stalled and we were feeling really frustrated. And so we needed to use our voice to kind of ask for accountability.
Speaker Johnson has said this delay has nothing to do with the Epstein files, but is just because the government is shut down. What do you make of that argument?
Well, I think that it's interesting to consider the fact that Representative Grijalva could be sworn in during a pro forma session, and that hasn't happened. There have been pro forma sessions every few days since the government shut down, and we have seen this used before earlier in the year to swear in other representatives. So it is within their power to do that during the shutdown.
If you could talk... If you could talk to the speaker directly, what would you say?
I think that a message that I really want to make clear to the American public is that this is not a political issue, although it's really been highly politicized. We're talking about a crime, and we're talking about the crime of sex trafficking. And we can't get confused because of the people who could potentially be named in these files. They are still perpetrators, despite their status. I don't see a time, I've never seen a time where we've had a crime, and to our own government's admission, this is a crime with over 1,000 victims, girls and young women. And I can't imagine anyone being okay with a sexual crime happening in their community that victimized so many people and not standing for accountability. And so I think we really need to focus on the fact that this is not a partisan issue. This case has been ongoing for more than 5 administrations of both political persuasions, and we're really just seeking justice for what was done to us.
You've been speaking out publicly in Washington and in Florida for months to try to get the Epstein files publicly released, particularly as things have ticked up during this administration. Have you heard anything directly from DOJ or party leaders?
I have not, and I have not heard of any other survivors who have heard anything from them directly either. And that is part of our frustration, because we really just want them to prosecute this crime. And they have evidence. We've been giving them evidence for decades. And we really just don't understand why they won't release the files.
Liz Stein, I appreciate you being with us. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us.